Alright, hi everybody, it's Bonkon922. In a little while I'm going to do a Time to Darkness live stream. Before I get to that, One Piece chapter 2. And I'll do it, upload it right away. And we'll get this live stream going on, Time to Darkness. Be a bunch of stuff going on in that. But anyway, One Piece chapter 734. This one was pretty good. Pretty good. Of course, everybody was wrong. Including myself. I thought it was going to be this guy, who, had the mask on. Sorry. Nose. But wasn't him. And I'm obviously talking about D-Block, the tournament, when I mentioned that. Because last week we had a reveal of everyone got annihilated out of the gate. A bunch of people had crazy, crazy predictions. Oh, it's Kaido, it's Sabo, it's like someone used Haki. No, it wasn't that. So, beginning part of it, we got, announcers saying, oh, 20 fighters been annihilated. One person stood up. Who's the victor? And it's Rebecca. And everyone's pissed off. They're like, everyone's been defeated and everything. And even the guy that people were saying, the guy with the, forgot his name, the guy with the cat thing over his head, the jaguar thing over his head, over his shoulder and his head, wasn't him. Wasn't none of them. The person who won was Rebecca, but the person who defeated everybody was someone totally we didn't expect. So, and because of this, I have to say, what I really like about this chapter, that I don't think a lot of people talked about. The character that defeated everyone kind of mirrors something that kind of, it mirrors another kind of character and another kind of story, which I will get into. So pretty much everyone got annihilated. Even the guy I thought that was going to win, the one who attacked everyone, he's down. Cavendish is down. Everyone's down. And they're saying, oh, the king, Riku, the prisoner gladiator, Rebecca, and everyone's pissed off at her and saying disqualify her. She's a cheating bitch. How does she scorn a girl like that? They're so mean to they're so mean to her. But anyway, we then go from that to what's his face? That admiral, vice admiral. I believe his name is I forgot his name specifically, but he's basically talking to his subordinates. This is the guy Bagasel? I forgot his name, unfortunately. It's been a while since we've seen him, so I don't remember his name very well. But anyway, he's basically telling them about the Kama Tai Chi of Rommel. Now, he's saying that basically the Kama Tai Chi of Rommel is a strange wind that blew there. And this wind was actually someone that would attack you. That's pretty much what he states. And it would cut up people and so on and so forth. And Marines were sent to investigate, but they ended up falling prey to it. But they found the identity of the slashing wind. And that identity was by a man, the name of Hakuba. And basically he goes on to say that Hakuba manages to turn up in cities where a certain pirate resides. They couldn't capture this guy, but they knew the identity of him. Which we then after he talks about that, we go back to the tournament of actually what occurred. And Rebecca's standing over and she sees Cavendish, and then she realizes what had happened. We see her fighting that other guy, that admiral guy, the dead ghost guy. soldier, you know, whatever his face. And he's saying, oh, do you think you get away from me, little girl, so on and so forth. And then they're saying that we see Cavendish, and he's saying, oh, he's acting weird and stuff. And he falls asleep. And everyone's looking at him, and then out of nowhere, one person, they all decide to attack him at the same time. He snores, and then he changes. He just changes. His face goes from sleeping to awake, and he looks sinister looking. Wakes up, attacks everyone in a blink of an eye. And everyone gets knocked down. Just like, no joking around. The only one who dodged it was Rebecca. And the person who did this was Cavendish. But then again, it wasn't Cavendish. Now, the previous page, they showed what seemed to be a very... If you look at that page, where, I think that's his name, Bastille, where Bastille, Vice Admiral, is talking to his subordinates, you see this one thing where it looks like, I think, London. So, in a twist, Cavendish is like the One Piece version of Jekyll and Hyde. I know that sounds weird, but that's what I get when I think about Cavendish now. He is the Jekyll and Hyde of One Piece. At first, you see this guy, he's a pretty boy, and, you know, he's a pirate, and he doesn't seem that serious. But when he goes to sleep, awakens the Hakuba. Hakuba. And you got to stay away from him. And you're thinking, H. Hyde. Now, not complete, you know, Jekyll and Hyde, but you get the gist. So she was able to dodge it, Rebecca. And then he goes back to sleep after that. Biss still continues to tell him, his subordinate, Cavendish, after sleep, he's saying he sleepwalks. And when he's sleeping, he awakens as a different person, Hakuba. And he said he was trailing him, he's committing crimes, and running into Cavendish. And his board say basically rather unfortunate. There's no need to pity him. After all, look like at the popularity he enjoys. Don't feel too sorry for him. And he goes on to say that, as it stands, he's a prodigious swordsman, and Hakuba is even stronger. Right now, it's like, wow. And I'm wondering, does Cavendish actually know? Chances are no. He doesn't know he has this ability. He doesn't know he turns into this guy when he falls asleep. So, a lot of interesting parts there. And then, he's not, and he basically states that this isn't his sort of fight. And then everybody's complaining at the place, you know, Searcher, she must have a hidden gun. And stupid audience, fucking bastards. It says we reach the finals. And, oh, what a surprise. We get a scene with what's his face? Mr. Fanboy and the mystery person. Of course we can't see his face. No! Oh, it doesn't show. That's Sabo. But he doesn't show his face. And he's proclaiming that he's going to defeat anyone just to get to Mara no Meat. And we also see Burgess saying, at last the finals are here. Oh, Burgess! Burgess! Yo, that guy is fucking beast. Burgess. And we end there. Rest of the chapter. Now, this is the second part of the chapter is when we see Doflamingo and King Riku. And he's basically telling him about his granddaughter. Basically, she went to finals. Did you plan this? And he says, same goes. Doflamingo's basically saying, same goes for Violet. What's so special about today? Bringing up the fact that what Doflamingo said in the morning with the whole stepping down as Shubakai was a lie. And he brings up Doflamingo that's entirely different for Violet. She's quite the calculating woman. She's gone on quite a limb. And this is the part that was kind of strange. He brings up the lineage, Doflamingo, of... Well, he brings up the fact that he, that they said that that Violet was using, Law, was trying to get Law and Luffy to attack Doflamingo, saying, alliance between the one who stood up against me, hyped up Shupakai Law. And the man of 2 years ago, the successor of the evil lineage, Monkey D. Luffy, betting everything on it to defeat me. That was very strange. Very strange, people. Very strange. It was strange because I'm thinking to myself, evil lineage. Now, I'm giving this a 4 out of 5. I don't want to go too crazy with ratings here. 4 out of 5. It was a good chapter. First half was great. This part, though, confused me. I'm like, so what's evil about it? Because you gotta remember, Doflamingo has been around a while. So he must know something about Dragon, about the lineage of D. At least that's what I think. Because he's calling it an evil lineage. He's obviously saying that there's something going on with Dragon. That lineage is... There's something up with it. So, we had that part. Then the rest is pretty much just him talking about that. Just relaying to King Riku that, where they are. What the other Straw Hats are doing. Will Frankie be up top? Is he a match for my top brass? He's saying about where Nico Robin and Silky King and Kinemon and Zoro are. Saying about where the connection is to the palace and so on and so forth. Then we go to we see Usopp and the gang, and they're in the underground area. And Doflamingo basically stating that they're not going to be able to get there through the underground, which they have. And then we see Kinemon, Zoro, Luffy talking to the the dwarf, saying that they're all connected. He's basically telling them they're all connected from the inside, the toy factory and so on and so forth, and the royal palace. And they're making an exception for the Usalander Straw Hats. It's ridiculous. And they go and they approach the lift to go to the royal palace, and he's informing Luffy, the little dwarf's basically informing Luffy, but you really can't make a ruckus here. So he decided not to do that, and they encounter someone on the side. It's Violet. And Luffy's like, is he an enemy? And Violet's there and just telling him, I'm going to show you where to the royal palace. And that's the end of the chapter. Now, before I end this video, I want to state something about this evil lineage. I'm going to say it has something to do with the D. The will of D. Yes, the will of D. I think it has something greatly to do with the will of D. What this evil lineage thing is. Because I can't see it be anything but that. You know what I mean? Because, why else would, what else could it be? It can't really be anything else but that. Wonder how long it's going to take for us to find out about it, though. This evil lineage thing. What specifically is evil about it, A lot of questions when it concerns that little part there. But good chapter. Surprised the hell out of me with Cavendish. I did not know he had that side at all. Total what the fuck. But good chapter. Can't wait for next week. The whole Will of D thing, it's got to be, if it's a lineage that is evil, what's evil about it? I question that. If Doflamingo knows a lot, Doflamingo must know something. Something about the lineage of it. Maybe it has something to do with the Will of D. Who knows? But we'll have to wait and see. That's pretty much it, people. Bankai 922. Next week should be interesting for One Piece. They're going to go on the lift. We haven't really seen Frankie's fight with Senor Pink. Nostradamus. Yeah, he's Senor Pink, man. Yo, Nostradamus is Senor Pink. That's all I got for you guys. Bankai 922. And I will see you guys later. The Will of D is in effect. As in fact, I have a feeling. See ya.